Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. As promised from one of my previous vlogs, I'm going to do an unboxing today and I'm also going to review these Remington Hydraluxe. Or Hydraluxe, I think is how you pronounce it. Pro straighteners. Now I'm really excited to unbox these because apparently these are the best in the shop, and someone like me needs the best in the shop because I have like kinky hair anyway and it is so frustrating. So I have to straighten it like every other day, or if I'm going out on an evening out, or just style it with a bit of a curl, or you know, anything like that. And since having Casper, I mean, I've suffered with baby curls anyway, but since having Casper, where I lost my hair, it's coming back here. It's all broken. Well, it's not broken. I think it's just like it went and now it's growing back, and it's just growing at a really slow rate. And the worst thing is, because there's not a lot of weight to this like part of my hair, it just kinks up, and so it's just a major problem. So I need the best on the market anyway. So when Tim bought me these, he did ask in the shop what were the best ones, and they said that these hair straighteners are the ones that are selling best. Now, whether it's because they were on offer, I don't know, or whether it's because they're absolutely fantastic, I'm unsure. I'm not sure, but we're yet to find out. I'm only going to straighten my hair once in this vlog, but I'm going to just quickly explain to you that the ones I'm currently using are also Remington. Now, they're a Remington Keratin Protect, and I've had these probably a couple of years. So these are the ones I'm using right now. And when I bought these, I thought these were going to be absolutely amazing. But my previous pair to that, which yes, I still have, and the reason I still have these is because I take these on holiday with me all the time. So basically, these ones stay at home and these ones come on holiday. So that way I don't have to keep packing my bag. So I just keep these in my going away bag all the time. But these are Babyliss. They are so old now. You can't even, oh, you can just about see Babyliss written on them. It's faded. They're so old. But these are amazing. And the reason I updated from these straighteners to these straighteners is because I thought I just want to treat myself to a more modern pair. But these are better than these. But I've been persevering with these because, you know, I bought them. They were expensive, but I can't help but prefer these because, I don't know, they give a good twist and everything. So these are only cheap as well, these Babyliss, and at the moment they're winning over my current Remington ones. So I'm really hoping that these new ones are gonna be better than these, but I guess we'll find out. So what I'll do is I'll straighten one side of my hair with my old ones, and I'll straighten the other side of my hair with these new ones. But first of all, we're going to unbox them and we're going to see what's so great about them. Okay, so I'm going to unbox this now. So it's nicely sealed so that nobody can tamper with it. If you ever watched any of my unboxing hauls, you will know that I'm the world's worst. So it also says on the back of this some of the key points: digital temperature controls, the precise heating system, the moisture lock ceramic coating. So it's like saying what it's got, and obviously pointing to the areas, and the salon length swivel cord, the ultra fast heat up, integrated water tank. Oh, I know what this is all about. A safety shut off, which I think is great, and a slim 110mm floating plates. Ooh. So it comes in a nice sleeve, and this is how it looks when you open it up. So it's nice boxing. 10 out of 10 for the boxing. I quite like that. So I'm going to take that off. These come in this. So Inside here, you've got the straightener with the plug. What is this? What is this? That, I think, is a heat protecting sort of mat. When you're finished using it, you put it over the end to stop it from burning your sides, I guess. I guess this is the syringe. Looks like something from IVF to put water in to the straighteners. And again, it comes with, I'm guessing this is the guarantee. Oh no, this is the instructions. Oh my God, how can hair straighteners be so complicated? That's insane. And then you've got the guide and you have it in multiple languages. I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but I don't bother reading instructions. I just crack on and see where I end up, really. So that is exactly what we're going to do here. So here is the wand itself. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Quite a nice, God, that's really smooth. It's a really interesting contraption. The fact that you put water in it. Oh. So I'm guessing, is that supposed to come off completely? Don't know. Probably, yeah. I should just read the instructions, but I can't be bothered really. Or do I put the water in here? Put the water in there? I'm confused. Might just actually read the instructions on this. Strange. They do feel quite big to hold though. Like compared to this pair, as you can see, they're a lot bigger. A bit bulky. And I thought these were bulky compared to these ones. So I don't really like bulky, if I'm being honest. And I don't really like confusion. But we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. The quick start guide is here. We put it into here. So you fill that bit there with water. So that's what I'm going to do. I have made a real mess of this bed. So basically, you fill this with water. This is not an IVF vlog, just so you know. In order to get this filled, the best thing to do is run the tap. When you're running it, pinch this in and then slowly let go. And as you're letting go, it should suck the water in. Otherwise, if you just leave it underneath, it's not going to do anything. So to get it filled, you need to squeeze it and then gently squeeze out. So hopefully you'll all be okay at squeezing. So this little contraption here, what? It's like an iron, isn't it? So you take this little thing off, this little cap, and then you fill water into here. Don't ask me how much. I'm sure it says in the instructions, but I haven't read because that's very time consuming. And I'm going to just put some in here. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to fill it till I can't fill it no more. And I don't know. That's what I should be doing. It's just a little test. Just see how we go. It's like a science experiment. And then I'm going to seal the cap back on. Right? And I'm going to put my little test tube, or what seems to be like a test tube, down. And then I'm going to put this cap back on. It says to dry off any excess water around the sides, but I'm so good at what I do that I didn't get any around the sides. So I guess once you've done that, you just basically just turn it on like you would a normal straightener. Obviously, not forgetting to take all the safety equipment off, the bits that bind the wires together, and the plug. This is well protected, the plug. Oh, I do hate all this though. safety cap off, plug in. So like I said, I'm going to do one side of my hair with these straighteners and the other side with the other straighteners, because what I really want to do is compare the two and see if these really are what they're cracked up to be. Power button you'll find here. So that takes you automatically to 170. Obviously, to turn it up, the dial is here. To turn it down, you've got the dial just below it. I like to go as high as I possibly can. So I've gone up to 190, 210, 230. And 230 is the maximum it will go. And it does flash. You probably can't see it because of the selfie ring, but you can actually see it flashing, so you can actually see what you're up to. So you can basically use this with or without the mist. So you can take it up to 230 if you want. However, if we turn this off and turn this back on again, if we click on the Hydro Mist button, which is what will give it the bit of moisture spritz, if you like, before you straighten, it should take you automatically to 170, which is the lowest one. Now, whether I can turn that up or not, I don't know, which I can still turn that up, but it does take you automatically to 170 when you turn it on. But I'm going to go maximum with my mist. Apparently, when you close it, it should give a light spritz. Oh, did you just see that? Look. Did you see that come out? Yeah, that's a bit of... That's cool. So I don't know if that's going to make any difference whatsoever, but we'll give it a go. So I'm just going to let my hair down. And I'm just going to part it into... By the way, this is an unboxing haul. I'm no hair expert. Just thought I'd let you know. Bit naughty. I've been for a walk down the seafront today, so I think the wind has seriously got to it. Ow. See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? Okay. I'm going to clip half of it up. This is the half I'm going to use with my other hair straighteners. So it's slightly like an unboxing and a review. You should always use a bit of heat protection on your hair. I did use heat protection before I blow dried it. So to me, I feel like that's still kind of locked into my hair a little bit. Right, so here we go. Starting from the top. I'm using my selfie camera as a mirror. Okay. So that's my first strokes. So I'm just going to go round with one stroke just to see what difference the one stroke makes. I usually would layer it, but just for the video, I'm just going to do the top. So usually I would like clip this up and do the bottom, then bring it down. But I'm just going to, you know, for the video, I'm just going to go over the top. I'm just going to now go over it on the top as many times as I would usually with my other straighteners, just so we can really get a clear, oh yeah, I'm liking the mist, just so we can get like a clear reflection of how it should be. That's actually pretty good. I mean, I haven't done the bottom layer. I've literally just done the top, and that is pretty good, to be fair. I'm looking in the mirror now. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Now, what I do like to do with my hair straighteners, I like to give my hair a little bit of a twist. So I'm not going to do the front, but I am going to try and put a twist in a small section just to see how it twists. So what I would usually do is I'd bring it down, maybe around about halfway, and then maybe do like 180 and pull straight down. I can hear it sizzling. Oh wow, that's not bad. And there we have it. We have a curl. That's not bad at all. Okay, that's cool. Right, I'm just going to turn these off, and then I'm just going to switch over to my other straighteners and compare. And while they're cooling down, I'm going to put it in the heat protecting pocket. That's a really cool thing, because with my other straighteners, I have a heat mat, and that can be quite annoying. So this little pocket is pretty cool. So I have used my other straighteners on this side. I did actually record it, or actually done it thinking I'd press record, and I hadn't. So that's why I've speeded this up a little bit. But yeah, I've straightened it exactly the same on this side, and I've given it a bit of a curl. And what I've done with both curls is I've run my fingers through them like that, just to see how the curl has turned out. And the curl on this side is a lot more looser, and the curl on this side is a lot more tighter. I would say that this side of my hair appears to be a little bit more silkier and softer than this side, although it does feel silkier and soft on this side. I'm not gonna lie, there's not a lot in it, but this is just that little bit tad more. So I think that the moisture does actually help that little bit more. It gives it a bit of a nice coating and a bit of protection and a bit of sheen. And although, like I said, this side is good as well, but you can feel there is a very slight difference, just a bit more silkier. So yeah, I'm really liking them at the moment. So comparing the Remington Hydraluxe Pro and the Remington Keratin Protect. So this is this side, this is this side, and I have to say that yes, I think my preference is this one. The annoying thing about this hair straightener is it's bulkier, so it's that little bit heavier, so it'd be a bit of a pain to like cart around and stuff like that, but the result is a slightly better finish, to be fair. Putting the water in is quite annoying, but I only put a little bit in and there's still quite a lot of water in there, so I don't know if I should be changing it each time, but me personally, I probably wouldn't, because I'm a little bit more on the lazier side. So I probably carry on with the water that I've got in here, and it seems like there's plenty there as well. It's different. It's really different. I'm loving the heat mat. The heat mat is fantastic. This is so much better than this heat mat. The good thing about this one is it zips up and you can carry it around, but this is just so much more easier and tidier, really. You just pop this on and then wrap the cord around and away you go. I'm really liking this pocket. It's a really nice modern way of not burning anything. Yeah, I'm gonna give this if I'm doing marks out of 10, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So that is my unboxing for the Remington Hydraluxe Pro Straightener. I will pop a link to this straightener in the description. If you have enjoyed this, then please give this a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see more vlogs like this. And I will catch you soon. Take care. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See ya. Bye. I better sort the rest of this hair out, actually, because I'm going to walk down the stairs and she's going to be like, what have you done? Talk about a mismatch. I could just put it back up in a clip, couldn't I? It's always a bit more safer in a clip. Bye.